So hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Akshat Negi and welcome back to my channel Akshat Negi. So in this video I'm going to talk about CA Foundation, and as the CA Foundation exams are scheduled for somewhere in the month of May end or June start. I'm not aware about the date sheet, but somewhere around the June mark. So in this video I'm going to tell you how you can score at least passing marks in CA Foundation within 1.5 months. So that would start from April 1st, say 15th May. And I'm going to talk about each and every subject in detail. So stay tuned in this video, and also don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. If you like the video, just share it with everyone possible who is going to give this attempt. And this video is also valid for any other further attempts, as in by the case may be. Like if you are giving a November attempt and you're watching this video somewhere around August and September. So this is going to be a last month study tip for every one of you. So I'm going to talk about every kind of students, the students who haven't started anything at all, and also the students who have completed half of the syllabus, 3/4 or maybe 15%, 20%, whatever. So without any further ado, let's get started. The first subject I'm going to talk about is law. A lot of people struggle with the subject of law, and you need to have done some particular acts. Like we have 5 acts: Contract Act, Sales of Goods Act, LLP Act, Partnership Act and Companies Act. So if you study Companies Act, it would take you at least a day to finish the whole Companies Act, because not the whole Companies Act, but syllabus or the portion which you have to study in CA Foundation. So you can finish the whole CA Foundation ka syllabus for Companies Act in 1 day, and LLP and Partnership Act will take 1 more day. So if you have studied Companies Act, if you haven't studied Companies Act and Partnership and LLP Act, I would first suggest that you finish at least Companies Act, Partnership Act and this LLP Act. This will help you a lot, because LLP Act is for around 5 marks as far as I remember. Partnership Act is all around 8-9 marks, and Companies Act is also 8-9 marks. So 18 and 18 plus 5, 23 marks are from these particular acts, and these acts are comparatively easier when compared to Sales of Goods Act and Contract Act, because in Contract Act and Sales of Goods Act you have a lot to study and a lot to remember. So is in the LLP and the Companies and the Partnership Act. But in Partnership, Company and LLP Act, the thing is basic. The thing is more conceptual and less theoretical. You don't have to remember all the provisions. Like you will have to remember all the provisions, but Contract Act is a bit more to study. It is a bit hefty to study. But if you have any problem with Contract Act and Sales of Goods Act, at least finish Companies Act, LLP Act and Partnership Act. And if you have started studying and if you have done half of Contract Act or 3/4 of Contract Act or anything, the first advice would be to at least finish Companies Act and Partnership Act and LLP Act. This will take you around 2 days to do that, and for the rest of 8 days, this is a 10-day strategy for law. In the rest of 8 days, what you can do is you can take up papers of last 4 attempts, past papers, RTPs and MTPs. So 3 paper and 3 paper into 4 attempts. 4 attempts means May 18, November 18, then May 19, November 19, May 20 में तो हुआ ही नहीं paper, so November 20 and then Jan. So you have around 6 papers, 6 into 3, 18 papers almost, and 8 days to do. So each day you will have to do at least 2 papers, at least 2 to 3 papers, and within 8 days you have to finish all the papers. With all the papers, I'm telling you that papers are very, very, very important, because I also was struggling with law a lot, and I had not completed my syllabus until November 15. My syllabus wasn't done, but I relied on these question papers and all that. And also I have posted a video earlier on this channel which contains all the questions. It is a question bank of almost 93 questions. That question bank includes 93 questions from all the acts combined, and that question bank has all those questions which are continuously and which are periodically asked again and again in the examination. So you can refer to that as well, but it is not a substitute because you have 1.5 months to do your practice. You will have to write all the papers. Please don't do law orally, because law mein as much as you write, you will score the higher. Now don't focus on Contract Act if you haven't done it. If you have done Contract and Sales of Goods Act, then it is very good, and then you can revise it also in the second day or maybe the third day, or maybe you can take 10 ki jagah 12 days and revise everything, and just make your revisions quick. Try to revise the whole law in 2 or 3 days, not more than 3 days, because the quicker you do your revision, the more papers you'll be able to solve. So I'm giving a time for 12 days. 12 days may have to do the 3 acts, revision, and the 18 papers which I listed out. And if you want all these papers, what you can do is you can go to the ICAI website, BOS portal. You can find every question paper. You don't need to join any Telegram group or do anything for that matter. Just go on the website and you can download it from there. And you don't even need to download that. I'll give you a link down in the description below to a Google Drive link. Usme there are sare notes, everything you need, every question paper you need. There's everything organized, well organized, subject wise and year wise. So you can do what you can do is you can just go to that link and follow that link and download that papers.
चलिए.
Now let us talk about the second subject, which is Eco and BCK. This is one of the easiest subject for every one of us, because economics we have studied in 11th and BCK we have studied in 11th and 12th. BCK is nothing but our business studies. We have only 5 to 6 chapters in BCK, and there's the third chapter which a lot of people struggle with. So what you have to do in BCK is, it will take only one day. You have to study only 4-5 chapters, and it is not very difficult to study that 4-5 chapters. We have studied it in 11th and 12th, and they are not very difficult chapters to study. And you can refer any notes, or you can I'd suggest refer the ICAI module itself, because questions are directly taken from that. And BCK mein I would suggest do the module ke sare questions, all the questions given in the module. It will take 2 days to complete BCK and their module questions. And Eco mein also I'd suggest do all the questions given in the study mat, because it is very important for your exams, because the questions are directly taken from your module, and the questions are directly lifted from your module, and study mat is your Bible. You will have to study the study material, and there's no substitute to a study material. No teacher's notes can substitute your study material. I also referred to some other teachers' notes for law, but at the end of it I had to study from the study mat of the ICAI, the dear ICAI as they say it. So in Eco you will have to finish the whole subject in 1.5 days, and in the rest half day you will have to do all the questions given in the study mat. So 4 days mein you will have to finish both BCK and Eco with the module questions, and in the rest 6 days what you will do is you will do that papers which I was talking about in the law. You'll have to do at least 4 attempts ke RTP, MTP and all that. So 4 to 5 attempts ke, so 5 into 3, around 15 to 18 papers you'll have to do for 6 attempts. You'll have to do 6 attempts ke papers for law, Eco and every other subject I'm going to talk about. So in 10 days you'll finish Eco and BCK with the papers and also with the study mat, and law bhi ho gaya 10 days mein. So by now we have reached, let's say 23rd of April. You will start on 1st of April, 12th of April tak I'm giving you time for law, then 23rd of April ke liye I'm giving you time for Eco, and after 23rd what we'll do is we'll do maths, we'll do accountancy at last, because the accountancy ka paper is first. So what will happen is ki you won't have to do accounts again and again, because accounts is a mechanical subject. Accounts mein you'll have to make that formats, and you'll have to write more and more. You'll have to make accounts and again. That is a very hectic and mechanical process, and it is not like if you do a question for 32 times then you will crack it. The thing in accounts is mainly conceptual, so we'll first focus on maths, because maths mein there's conceptual as well as a lot of things to remember. Accounts mein there is only thodi si theory which you have to remember, but maths mein we have stats, जिसमें we have a lot of theory. So maths mein first of all you will have to do LR. LR will take only one day, and in that one day you have to do LR ke every chapter ka you will have to do illustrations as well as study mat questions. One day LR, study mat questions and illustrations, all you have to do. And you can do that orally, because you can do that using the calculator, because the paper is MCQ, so you don't have to do the working and all. Now we come to maths and stats. LR we have done one day mein. Now we have stats, and then we have mathematics. In statistics a lot of people struggle, so statistics we'll talk at last. पहले हम maths की बात पहले we are going to talk about maths, then we are going to talk about stats, and end में we are going to talk about accountancy. So let us start with maths. If you haven't done any chapter in maths, if you don't know any chapter ठीक से in maths, time value of money is your key to score good. Time value of money is the easiest chapter. There's only the formula based questions. You only need to know the formulas. If you know the formulas, you can crack that chapter like a boss, and that chapter is very, very extremely easy. Time value of money. That chapter comes for around 15 marks, and that 15 marks can be a break or make or break moment for your 200 mark in the whole foundation. So focus first on time value of money. So there are some chapters which are going to help you a lot. You can do those chapters: time value of money, matrices and equations, linear inequations. These three chapters are those chapters. If you do these chapters, you are at least going to score 20 marks, 20 to 25 marks. You can easily score. And LR, I guess everyone is good at LR, so 15-20 marks you can score aram se in LR also. So 25 marks in this and 20 marks in 45 marks. So you can score in maths through these subjects only. And if you don't know anything about calculus, if you haven't done calculus in your 11th and 12th, just leave it. It comes for only 3 to 4 marks, hardly 3 to 2 marks. Only 3 question comes. You can easily leave calculus if you are not good at it, and if you have not started it yet, because calculus mein there is a lot to study, and if you start studying now you won't be able to finish calculus. I also dropped calculus, though I had done calculus in 11th and 12th, but I left it for the exams because calculus ke liye I didn't have much time. I forgot to mention ratio and proportion. Also do ratio and proportion. That is also extremely easy subject. Chapter ratio, proportion and indices. If you struggle with logarithm, you can leave logarithm, but don't leave indices, because indices is extremely easy, and ratio and proportion is also extremely easy. So do ratio, proportion, indices and all that. So on the first day you're going to do LR. Second day you should do time value of money. You should do ratio and proportion. You should do indices, and you should do linear inequations. Second day what you can do is on the third day, मतलब maths का second day and LR plus maths का third day, what you can do is you can go ahead with permutation and combination if you know that chapter. If you don't know, then I'd suggest you to study that chapter if you can, but no, leave it, because that chapter is around for 5-6 marks, and if you can do it then well enough. But if you don't know permutation and combination and you are struggling with it, then you can leave that chapter, because that chapter is very hefty and very it is kind of difficult to comprehend for many of the people. And in all these chapters what you'll have to do is you'll have to do study mat. Study mat may only do the exercises. You don't have to do the additional questions if you don't have time. I won't suggest doing the additional questions because it will take time, and personally I also didn't do that questions, and a lot of people I know who scored above 300 also told me that it is not necessary to do the questions in the additional question bank. But what you can do is you can at least do the illustrations. All of the illustrations are to be done, and also all the exercise questions are to be done. Now let us talk about statistics. Statistics are very debatable and a very difficult also kind of subject for many of us, because we have probability and theoretical distribution. Probabilities chalo fairly easy, but theoretical distribution and all that are kind of difficult subjects to talk about. So statistics mein what I would suggest is at least master the theory. At least master the theory if you can't master the numericals, because theory is not something which you'll require concepts for. Theory is something which you have to study and do all the theory questions and all the questions related to theory given in the study mat, and also the illustrations and all. And you can do some chapters like index numbers, which are purely formula based. Index number is purely formula based. If you haven't done correlation and regression, leave that chapter. Don't start with that chapter if you haven't already, because that chapter is going to mess you up. That chapter is very difficult to comprehend for a lot of people if you don't have an understanding about correlation and regression. If you can't figure out that in your head, like you need to imagine things correlating and all that, numbers correlating and all that. Because if you can't, then it is a very difficult chapter for a lot of people. For a lot of people, statistics is a problem. So correlation, regression, theoretical distribution, these are few of the chapters which I'll suggest that you can leave if you want, because that are 10-12 marks ka chapters combined. Don't leave probability. I would suggest probability may at least do the simple kind of questions like the independent, dependent and the theory. You can leave the big questions if you want to, but the other type of questions, but at least do the expectations wale questions, the mean and the expectations wale questions, and also at least do the independent, dependent wale questions, because that are very easy. And also do that De Morgan's law wala. Then we have the first and the second chapters, which are purely theoretical, and the second chapter talks about mean, median, mode and all that. If you haven't done geometric and all that means, geometric and harmonic means, don't worry, that questions also come for 2-3 marks, or 2 or 3 marks mainly. But at least do mean, median, mode and standard deviation, mean deviation, all that. This second chapter, I guess it is of statistics. It is a very important chapter. Please don't leave that chapter. Mean, median, mode, standard deviation and all that, both theory as well as practical, is very, very, very important. Because if you don't do this chapter, you're going to lose on a lot of marks. It is very easy chapter also, and it is a very scoring chapter also, and you'll have to study that chapter because it comes for a lot of marks too. Then we have index number I talked about. Then we have one more chapter that are time series and line graphs and all that, graphs and representation through representation of data, pie charts and all that. I hope you can do that chapters. That chapters are fairly easy. Statistics ka revision will take you 2 days. Maths ka revision will at least take you 2-3 days, and LR ka revision will take you 1 day. So around 7 days, 1 week mein you have to do all the revision, all the questions, illustrations, as well as the study mat exercise questions. If you have time, you can do additional question bank of few chapters which you think you are not particularly good at, but I would suggest to do all the chapters for additional question bank, because there are 100 questions in each question bank and it is very difficult to do all the questions. You can do if you want to, if you have time. But after 7 days, in the rest of the 7 days, I'm giving 14 days for maths. In the rest 7 days, you'll have to do those papers which I was talking about earlier, RTPs, MTPs and all that.
चलो आ गई कैब लिखो OTP.
Goodbye, Guruji.
So, in the subject of accountancy, there are many old chapters and many new chapters. New chapters will include chapters like inventory, chapters like consignment. I would suggest at least do chapters like rectification of error and BRS comes for 10 marks. BRS is one of the easiest chapter in accountancy. Practice more and more BRS, rectification and depreciation also, and bills of exchange. If you do these 4 chapters now, you are easily going to score at least 30 marks. 10 marks ka you have a BRS, 10 marks ka you have rectification, 10 marks ka you have bills of exchange. 3 chapters, 30 marks. Then sales of goods on approval and return basis. It is easier than any other chapter. You have to just remember the format of that book, sales on approval and return book, and also the journal entries for sales of goods on return and approval basis. So you can do very good at that, and it comes for around 5 marks. 35 marks in your pocket, and then you can do theory. Theory comes for around 16 marks. So theory though should be on your fingertips. 16 marks, 50 marks हो गए. 50 में से I hope you can score at least 40. And people also know admission, retirement, death, dissolution you don't have in C foundation, I guess. So usme there is only one addition, joint life policy. There is only one adjustment which you need to study. That is of joint life policy, and it is also very easy. The distribution of joint life policy, you can study that also. So admission and retirement also you can do. Final accounts also you can do. NP also you can do. If you haven't done anything in accounts yet, then don't focus on inventory and chapters like inventory and consignment. So we have talked about accountancy also. These all chapters will take you around 6 days to complete. Then you will have to do more papers which will take you around 1 week. So 14-15 days you will take an accountancy also. So 21-22 of
करते हैं ये scam emotionally, Bluetooth से ज़्यादा देते beating.
because in each and every subject these papers are very important. I'll tell you something that MTPs are the most important, MTPs and RTPs for the particular attempt which you are giving. For example, if you are giving May 21 attempt, then the RTP and MTP for May 21 attempt is going to be very, very beneficial for you. Just don't leave on that MTP. At least do that MTP for 2 to 3 times. Every question in that test paper should be on your fingertips. So that was pretty much it. Score well, and it is easy to score, but just focus on more and more papers. As much papers you do, as much your chance of scoring well increases. So that was it for this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel.
चलिए खत्म करते हैं.